Hi, it's me, and I'm going to show you my altar prayer room slash yoga room workout. That's where the magic happens. Um, this is my Sacred Woman altar. Right now, I'm doing the Sacred Woman program with Queen Afua, and this is my setup. I changed the color because we're in Gateway 1, Sacred Words, and I have the pen and the paper because, for the sacred writing, being the spiritual guardian, being Tahuti, the sacred scribe. And I am a writer, a self-published writer. So this gateway actually holds a lot of special meaning for me. These are my pictures up here. The top are my parents. Everybody knows that one, Buddha. That one right there, this is a picture of me in Venice. And I can't quite describe to you the feeling of stepping down on the platform when I started walking around in Venice. I was in another world. It is like feeling like you have come home to yourself, but not being spiritually aware and open and conscious. I didn't recognize those feelings for what it was. Okay, and this is a picture I bought off of eBay. It was quite expensive. This is an original photograph of Josephine Baker with her companion, and it is Josephine Baker holds a lot of meaning in my life for me. We've led very similar lives, very misunderstood, and so just a free spirit, really constrained, by the time. And I used to want to leave America because I just couldn't deal with it. But if it's one thing traveling abroad in Europe and all of those feelings that I had in Italy when I visited Italy finally, is that can you really go home again? I don't know. I know that feeling Josephine Baker had of kind of double belonging when she went to France and eventually became a French citizen. And this is, I apologize to the venerable Thai for hiding his picture behind the flowers, but this altar is only so big. Thich Nhat Hanh, I can't describe how his version of Zen Buddhism has changed my life ever since I started this journey in 2012 when I saw the film The Pianist and I looked through it with eyes after taking a World War II history class, how life-changing it was. And I'm a person that have been interested in Holocaust literature and Anne Frank since fourth grade. And this is my working altar. I have all kinds of things going on here, and I don't mind sharing. Uh, this is a sugar jar that I'm working right here. This is for my badly behaved poodle named Scrappy. And this was a gift from a resident that has since passed on. She's passed on, transitioned. She's now an ancestor for me for sacred healing. She was a nurse, and she had given me this for Christmas. And I turned it into a Yule sugar good wishes jar. And inside I had peppermint candy and all kinds of stuff, and I shake it up because it's things that I hope for the year. And the thing is with sugar jars and honey jars and things like that, they take a little bit longer to work, but they do work. And these are two things that I need perpetually in my life, is how to help how to get my dog to behave, and good wishes for the happy new year. Now, I have these two in here somewhere that I have said that when it gets really warm, I'm going to properly dispose of them. So I'm not going to tell you what those are about because that's my private business. All right. And Dr. Gregorio, and a picture of my father because I'm doing a lot of work with him, and my crystal ball for the Crystal Silence League, and my Lotus Pentacle and Adventurine Great Earth Mother figurine, the Venus of Willendorf, one of the oldest sculptures of a goddess found, I believe, in, I want to say, northern Germany, 25,000 years ago. It's very old. This image is very old. Um, this is my lamp of wisdom and knowledge. It overfloweth, as you can see. When that happens, I just leave it alone unless it gets out of control. And then it's time to clean the space and stuff like that. My Therese picture, my mock feather. Actually, yeah, I kept pet turkeys, and well, when they went bye-bye and I wasn't allowed to keep chickens anymore, I had the mock feather, and it's held up, behind a picture, and my deer horns, a symbol of All Father, a symbol of manhood, a symbol of the forest. It was my way of honoring the deer that gave its life for the meat. And so there it is. That. Another thing big in my life is how Odin called me to this a path of spiritual awareness so many years ago. But when you are not on your own and can't have your own spiritual beliefs, and your mother is tearing down your altar and stuff like that, then you just, you really have to honor your parents. And when it's your parents' home, not to offend your parents, and that just goes against to this thing that they have today of rebelling against your parents. But I was raised in a different time, and and that's just how it is. That's just my personal belief. I'm gonna try to turn this sideways to see if it's a better picture. It's not really. This is my Saint Martin de Porres altar. I do a lot of work with Saint Martin de Porres. Saint Martin de Porres, patron saint of the Americas, patron saint of racial harmony, racial reconciliation, racial justice, being a mixed race. What do you call it? Mulatto. I don't know the term that they used in I forget where, Peru, I think. Anyway, very, very important saint in my life. I don't how I came upon him. I don't know. I must have been Googling something about racial healing and harmony because, God, that's another video. I'm not going to get into it, but he is just right up there. Water, offering, candles galore. I love my candles. I do try to keep the food plate stocked with things that I think that all of my saints and ancestors would like. The apples, the chocolate, the fruit seems to be the most popular. And I like that altar. Okay, and this is my experimental altar. This is my Santa Muerte prayer table. I have a statue coming, actually, of Blue Santa Muerte, and then that statue will go here, and then St. Martin will probably be in the middle of my working prayer table here. But for now, this is what I have. A blue candle I was working on for some wisdom work, and another candle. I get most of my candles from the church. They're blessed. It's easy access. I don't have to worry about mailing and ordering and all that other stuff. And that's it. Chocolate, apples, that rum. I visited my mom and was able to get rum. I hope to get more rum when my grandmother comes up to visit from TT. And that's, she loves her rum. Sometimes I can pour this cup maybe a quarter, halfway, and if I'm down in a serious meditation, the cup is almost gone. Uh, this is a candle that I had that I was burning one night, and it burned itself down into like the shape of a kneeling Virgin Mary. I was going to try to sell it on eBay for like $25,000 because I really need money. And I was just like, I realized that I'm not grimy and unethical like that, even though I wanted to be. I figured it was just better for pray for my finances and pray for my finances to support my mother better that way, and I can live with myself mentally. I just bought roses for my altar table today, and these are my roses on my wisdom plate. And my wisdom plate, I have, uh, I'll show you. This is, there's a Trinidadian dollar, there's an American dollar, there's a old picture of Santa Muerte on there, two lodestones, and a crystal skull that I work with. And these rose petals, I'm going to pray over and bless and anoint today for a sacred bath that I'm going to take. I don't know if I'm going to take it today. It depends on what happens during my meditation. But these are going to be blessed. And right now, I work with Santa Muerte like every other Catholic saint I deal with. I realize some people might be a little offended out there with that, but that's just what it is. Um, and that's my altar space. And now I'm going to uh, go meditate. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I haven't shot videos in a while. I know I'm holding it like lengthwise and put my finger over the thing, but I just got a new. I inherited my husband's tablet when he got his Note cell phone. So here it is. I'm back, and I have a lot of interesting things to show you. And peace and blessings. Thank you.